Mayor, I had a speech prepared, but actually I'm not going to say it because I think Councillor Cotton expressed pretty well exactly what I was going to say. I just want to say just a few short things. First of all, to thank the Remuneration Committee for their work. I know they did it in great detail, and they listened when I went very, very keenly and proactively, and questioned me very fairly and strongly. And I think the recommendations that they made should be respected. And I think the compromise that we've got, which is it would not be appropriate to accept a rise in these very, very specific circumstances. Any other situation, I'd be entirely with Marion in terms of we should just accept it and move on. But in these particular circumstances, I just don't think it's okay to do that. But we have respected the work of the panel in saying that when we get to a point in time, roughly 2 years hence, when A, the budget situation should have been brought back into equilibrium, and B, we're facing the next set of all-up elections, that we actually move to where the panel would have taken us had we gone up step by step. So we actually do respect the findings of the panel in terms of what is paid at the point that anyone seeking election next time is looking at, is this going to be sufficient to get me to stand? So I think that is the best compromise we can do in these very difficult circumstances. And I do think that we do have a serious problem that we don't reflect the city accurately. I mean, the thing I reflect on is I first got elected to this council 29 years ago. I'm still younger than the average age of a local authority councillor in this country. I don't know if that's true for this city, but and the reason is that unless you have some sort of independent income, which for most councillors means a pension, you can't afford to do it. Or you can't afford to do it and give it the amount of time that it needs in a city like Birmingham. Perhaps I should add that caveat. And therefore, people who are young, people particularly in this city from ethnic minorities, from disadvantaged areas, find it particularly difficult. And we've all seen talented young councillors join this council and then leave after one term. And that's a huge and it's been a particularly damaging loss to this council in recent years. So it is vital we address that. And the increase in the time allowance paid from 3 to 3.5 days is a welcome move in that direction. I do think the point about pensions is also particularly important, and I recognise that's not in the gift of the panel, but I think it is something that is really, really urgent. If we want to get a younger, more diverse council, we really need to get that change that was brought in by Pickles. We need to get that reversed. That's really important we do that. So I very much agree with what Councillor Cotton said, and our group will be supporting the amendment he's proposed.